In this video, we'd like to look at how we can install the Windows Server 2022 in the VMware Workstation Pro 25H2. So first you launch your VMware, and after it is launched, you go to create new virtual machine. For the window that pops up, we have two options, typical and custom. We will go with custom, which is recommended, and then we'll click on next. And then here we will choose this option, installer disk image file. With this, then you have to make sure that you have your Windows Server software ISO file either on your computer or maybe on an external drive. So with mine, I will browse and then locate where I have my software. My software is in my downloads folder, and then I have a folder called the core software. I double click that, it opens, and then this is the location of my Windows Server software. So I'll double click to get the ISO file here. So I'll click on that and then go to open. And then I will go to next. Currently, I don't have the product key, so I will skip that. And then I will choose my server name to be virtual class with an underscore, and then I'll set these passwords later. So I'll click on next. But with the virtual class that I choose, you can choose any other name for it. So it is asking me to provide a product key, but I don't have that. I'll go on and proceed with yes anyway. And then here will be your name, the name of your server. If you choose this name, then this will be the name of your server. I will choose a name, primary server. You can go with any name, and then this will be the location of your server. So with this, if you are satisfied with the location, it means this is where your virtual machine will be stored on your PC. So you can see mine, this is the location. It will be stored in my document in a folder called virtual machines, and then the name of my server is primary server. But if you don't have space on your PC, then you can choose maybe an external drive to also store your virtual machines. And that is what I will do. I will not store the virtual machines on my PC. I will choose an external hard disk, and then I will store the virtual machines on it. I have inserted my external hard disk, so I'll browse to the location where I want to store it on the external hard disk, and then I will do that. I'll save there. So my external hard disk is the local disk I'll click on that, and then I have a folder on my external hard disk called the virtual machines. That is where I would like to save my new Windows Server 2022 virtual machine. I'll click on OK, and then I'll go to next. And then here, this is the space allocated by default for your virtual machine. I will leave it at the default, and then I will leave this one too at the default. And then I'll go to next. And then now, this is the summary of the hard disk allocation, the memory, the network adapter setting, and all the resources that your virtual machine is getting from your PC. If you want to do any other change, you can come to customize hardware. And then here, for instance, you can increase the memory of your virtual machine from 2 GB to, let's say, 4 GB or 8 GB or even 16, depending on the resource that your PC has. And then you can also change the number of processes assigned to your virtual machine. If you have more processing power on your PC, you can increase the number here for the virtual machine. And then at the network adapter section, we have these options. The bridged mode means that if you choose the bridge mode, your virtual machines can directly be connected to an external network that is a physical network outside of your PC. And then the setting on that means that your virtual machine can get IPs which is NATed from your host machine. And then host only means that your virtual machines can communicate with your PC that is hosting the virtual machines. So these are the options that we have here. We will stick with the NAT because for now we are not trying to connect to any external network, and even with the NAT, we will not be getting IPs from the host machine. So we'll just stick with the NAT, and then we will close this and then come to finish. I'll click on OK here, and then our Windows Server 2022 will start installing. So OK, and then our server starts the installation. The installation process has begun, so you would have to wait for it to finish, and then you can move on to the next section. So the installation is almost getting complete now, and now our server is ready, almost ready. Because you are using the VMware will try to install some tools inside your server as well. So we have a notification that we must restart our PC for the changes VMware has done to take effect. So I'll click on yes, and then we can restart our server. The restart is done. We'll close this. We will not be using Azure to manage our server. So when the server starts, it automatically opens the server manager. And this, what you are seeing is the interface of the server manager. You can minimize it here. So this is the dashboard for the server manager. What we see here, it shows every server that you connect to your current server, and then every role that you will install on your server, it displays here. As time goes on, we'll see that. And then when you come to the local server, it briefly shows you the current configuration of your server. You can see our server name here, which we can change later. And then you can see that our server now is work group. We'll understand what work group is. And then some few other configurations here that you can go through. Currently, our server doesn't have an assigned IP address. It is relying on a DHCP server. So these are the configurations that we have. And then we will try to change some of these configurations as well. And then the All Servers tab shows the servers that are currently being managed by the server manager. So if you have a network, for instance, you can have multiple servers on the network. And then these servers can be managed from the server manager of the server because they are on the same network. And then this tab shows the file and storage pools that you have on your server. And then when we come here, this flag shows the notification. The notification means that anything that you do on the server that requires attention or that has been completed, it will show up here, and then you can see the details of the tasks that you have performed here. And then the manage here you can add roles and features to your server. We'll understand what roles and features are later. And then you can remove these roles and features. These roles and features are the things that makes the server work. So we'll get to understand some of them: DNS, DHCP, Active Directory, and the rest. We will deal with them later. And then you can add other servers which are on your network to be monitored from the server manager here. And then you can also create server groups, servers that perform same functions or maybe related tasks. You can group them together. And then you can also manage the server manager properties here. And then the tools here also have additional features from the roles. I will call it that. These are the specific things that you can do after you have installed the rules and features. More tags, more features or tags will be added to these tools here. So you see them as we move on. And then here you can either zoom in or zoom out your server. So this is a brief description of the interface of the server. So we'll continue with how we can install the roles and features in our next video. Thank you.